right. Think we're good. 67. Yep. We are good to go. What is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless wonder, or the ageless idiot, as I should be putting it. The man Lincoln Clay, the idiot Lincoln Clay, coming back at you with a live stream of Automobile Lister 2. Before we get into today's stream, let me say right off the bat, I turned on my AC. After a couple of seconds, I noticed it wasn't putting out any air. So I went to go get a closer look at it. Grabbed the remote, turned it off, turned it back on. It's working. I take one step back and I hear a crunch. And I'm like, that sounds like a crunch that I broke something that I need. So I took one step down and yeah, I stepped on my PSVR 2 controllers. So the outer casing is cracked, so you can peel it off and you can peel it open and see the insides. I assumed that it still works because I was able to place it on the charger and it's still, the charging light still came on. So it'll probably just be a bootleg fix where I just wrap the crack up with some tape. And I made a Twitter post, and it's like I said on the Twitter post, if the controller is damaged, then I guess my PSVR 2 days will be limited, as far as the experience goes, because I refuse to spend another $550 just to replace one controller. I refuse to buy another headset. I mean, as it is, my stream from a couple of days ago, I was debating about selling the headset anyway, but now that I'm stuck with it, being that I cracked it, because it's PSVR 2 is already selling at damn near half price on eBay. And now, if I try to throw one up there with a cracked controller, shit, I'll probably be lucky to get $200 off of it. So that's that. Okay, so today's stream, I watched the 6 hours of Imola WEC race. Very good race. And it really got tense, the last couple hours because it started raining, but it was raining. The track was wet enough that, let's put it this way. The track was wet. Some drivers opted to stay on slicks. Others opted to come in. And in one way, shape, or form, some people saw the consequences of their decisions. So one of the drivers that came in for wets, the track started drying up. And by the time they came in to put slicks back on the car, the wets were damn near gone. I mean, damn near treads coming through. The ones who decided to stay out with slicks, at some point they would hit a wet part of the track and they would slide out. So that race was so exciting to me that I wanted to replicate it. And as far as tracks, cars, what have you, as far as games that are in my library, this particular race brings me the closest. I mean, this particular game, Automobile Lister 2, based on the content that's available to me, comes the closest to replicating that race. They have Imola. There is a few hypercars on here. There's I added GTE cars and I added GT3 cars. Unfortunately, Le Mans Ultimate doesn't have Imola because their content is based on the 2023 season. They're working on the 2024 content right now, so who knows before we start to see that. But as far as 2024 content, they've got a lot of work to do in terms of content because they've got to add all of the GT3 cars, and there's a lot of them. They'll have to add this track, Imola, and I think they'll have to add Qatar, or I've pronounced it Quartar, but it's Qatar. They'll have to add that. As far as the hypercars goes, I think Le Mans Ultimate. I think the only hypercar they really have to add is the Lamborghini hypercar, and let me see the Lamborghini hypercar, the BMW, and I think they have to update the Renault hypercar because the Renault hypercar now has a rear wing. So, but other than that, I think they've got, as far as hypercar goes, they've got the majority of the cars. So what I want to do, and this is something that I think I can do, I want to replicate the WEC calendar. And this thought just hit me a few minutes ago. And, neither this game nor Le Mans Ultimate has Qatar on it. So I would not have been able to replicate that race. And then as far as the WEC calendar goes, another race that I will not be able to replicate would be Circuit of Americas. That's on the calendar this year as well. This game does not have Circuit of the Americas, and neither does Le Mans Ultimate, but I'm sure at some point they will get it because it's on the 2024 calendar. But other than that, I will be able to replicate the rest of the races, and I will do that through Le Mans Ultimate. It's just today's race. This is the closest thing I could come to as far as replicating the race. The next race is May 11th, the real life race, and that's going to be 6 hours of Spa, and I can't wait to replicate that race. And then the next race after that will be the 24 hours of Le Mans. So can't wait for that either. So for this race, it says 16 laps. I thought I set it for 26. I meant to set it for 26. There we go. So before I went live, I was practicing and I did a 16 lap race, and surprisingly, it didn't take as long as I thought to do the race. So let's make it 26 laps. I would have much preferred to do this in my ever loving Corvette, but I know after a while you guys might get sick of seeing that car. And besides, I think when it comes to the WEC, I mean, facing the facts, I think most people want to see the hypercars. When I watched that race today, most of the coverage was on the hypercars. Because frankly, that's where most of the excitement was at. The GTE cars, they were just, going along, and when a hypercar comes through, they have to stay. They basically stay in their lane and let the hypercars go around them. So that may not seem very exciting if you're inside, if you're watching from inside a GTE car. But yeah, the hypercars, yeah, that was a pretty exciting race. So for this race, I elected to go with, as you can see, the Porsche 963 Penske Porsche. Plus, I wanted to compare plus I wanted to give my thoughts on the audio of this version of the 963 versus the version on Le Mans Ultimate. And I think the Le Mans Ultimate version...
16 laps. The track temp is 87. The air temp is 71 Fahrenheit. P5.
I think the Le Mans Ultimate version, I think they nailed it with the audio. It sounds exactly like the car. The audio version here comes close, but I think, I think it's a little bit closer on Le Mans Ultimate. And I guess the last thing I'll say before we'll go ahead and get into a race is, you want to know the truth. I think some hypercars are kind of ugly. Like that Cadillac right there. I like the front end of that Cadillac, assuming you guys can see it. But it's got a long back end. That's another thing about these hypercars. They look like long ass submarines. But I think hypercars are the most fascinating race cars out there because you're talking about cars that can do well over 200 miles an hour and do it for 24 hours. I think that's incredible. I'd probably say, you know, Formula One cars are probably the most impressive cars out there, but I think the hypercars are the most fascinating. Unfortunately, this game does not have the Toyota GR010 because that is my favorite hypercar. But once I pick this calendar up and do it from Le Mans Ultimate, that's the car I'm going to be driving. So as far as that goes, you know, Corvette is my GTE car. It'll probably be my GT3 car once these games start adding the GT3 version of it. And the Toyota GR010 on Le Mans Ultimate will be my car. As far as this game goes, you know, this is a wait and see thing. So let's go ahead and do this.
Okay, Link, get
6
ready.
laps.
Go, go, go.
This is 26 laps. I don't want to keep restarting this race, so I'm going to have to be careful. I got the damage set to high. I normally set the damage to max, but I don't want to have to pull into the pits, you know, on lap 1.
Crap start. Oh, we've got time to sort this out. Has just done a 134.9. You've just done a 136.4.
can't take any chances unless I know it's there because I don't want to damage the car.
The gap to ahead is now 1.0.
And
Your front brakes are getting pretty hot.
In Automobilista 2, the physics of this game is slidey and it's twitchy, so I'm always on edge whenever I'm driving cars in this game.
Lap time was at 1:35.9. That's your fastest lap. Okay, Link, this bastard's holding you up. You've got to find a way past. Your rear brakes are getting pretty hot. Your front brakes are getting a bit hot.
Oh shit!
The gap to ahead is increasing. It's now 0.9. Car right. Hold your line. Clear right. That might be outside track limits.
Better than wrecking. About to do it again. was looking at the lap counter, and I thought I set it for 26. I know I set it for 26, but it's showing this race being 16 laps.
Just done a 137.1. Alright, I think you're reeling. The gap is now 0.7. Searching, you'll find a gap.
Oh, shit!
On your left. Still there. He's still there. Clear left, left side. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left. On your right. Right side's clear. Ahead is increasing. It's now 0.9.
Coming up on the GT3s, this is going to get interesting.
Okay, Link, you're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel. Link, you need to pass this twat, you're losing too much time.
Oh, oh!
That lap time was 1:36.2.
Just a hair of damage, so not enough to affect the car.
Coming up on a slower class car.
See if I can trap him, damn it! Ah!
Okay, Link, the next car is on your right. Clear right. The gap to in front is now 1.0 seconds. Approaching some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position.
Oh, shit. God damn it.
Car right. Clear right. Tiny bit of aero damage, just ignore it. Car left. Clear left.
$16 damage.
A slower car.
God damn! These GT3s are supposed to move out of the way, but they're blocking everybody.
Right. Right side's clear. Car right. Clear right. Your front brakes are pretty hot now. Car left. Clear left. Car right. Clear right. Slower class car ahead. Left side. Clear left. Go on, Link. Nicely done. You're out left side. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. You picked up some minor aero damage. Car left. Clear left. On your left. Clear left.
God damn it!
Right side. Clear right. Push, push, push. We can get this position.
We got 19 damage in the front.
You're coming up on some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position. The class leaders in this group. Car right. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Clear right. Car right. Clear right. The gap to ahead is increasing. It's now 1.1 seconds. Alright, Link, you're coming up on some slower cars. These guys are busy fighting, they might not notice you. Car right. Right side's clear. On your right. Right side's clear.
Shit. That's it.
Car left. Clear left. Good pass, mate. Fucking awesome.
More damage in
Double
the front
chances
though.
here. Let's make sure we can take them. P9. Car left. He's still there. He's still there. Car clear, car left. Clear left, right side. Clear right.
Oh, I took on some serious damage too.
Slower class car ahead.
52 laps left. Holy shit.
Left side, clear left. Your brake temperatures look good. Car right. Right side's clear.
I've taken on enough damage that my arrows are affected. Yeah, the front bumper shows 31 damage and bumper is orange, which in my opinion means the damage is significant.
You're reeling. In. The gap is 16 seconds. Last 2 laps remaining. Incident in Tamarello. You're coming up on some slower cars. These guys are busy fighting. They might not notice you. Left side. Clear left. Car right. Clear right. slower class car ahead. On your right. Clear right. Car right. Still there. Right side's clear. Last lap. Car right, clear right. Okay, Link, there's a group of slower cars ahead. These guys are busy fighting each other. Car right. Clear right. Left side. Clear left. On your right. He's still there. Clear up on your right. Right side's clear.
That's it. That's the race.
Okay, that's the end. Let's get out of here. Try and forget this one, eh? Car left. Clear left.
Oops. I like the way that sounds from the outside. Watch your speed. well, we did our best. Let me check the comments before I boogie on out of here because I've got to get ready to take my son home. So, well, that was a lot of fun. And yeah, I think I could do more of those. So yeah, I swear to God, I thought I set that thing for 26 laps. Oh, that's what it was. I didn't save it. It still says 16. Save that. Oh, and then I bet I got to come down. That's what it was. I had to save it twice. Okay. So yeah, I've got to get ready to take my son home. But that was really fun. So can't say that I will do another one tonight, although I would like to. It all depends on what time I get home. And I've been binge watching. I've been binge watching some racing. And before I go, let me show you guys what I did. Let me show you guys the idiot shit I did with my PSVR 2 controller. So hold on. Yeah, so there you see. Like a dummy, I stepped on my PSVR 2 controller, and maybe that was the VR gods coming down on me for trashing PSVR 2 and saying some less than flattering things about it. But hey, if the controller's broken, then I guess it is what it is, because I've said it before and I'll say it again. I refuse to spend $550 to get another headset just to replace the controller. And I think the fact that Sony has not allowed people to buy separate controllers is another red flag. You know, if I told you if I told you my reasons why I think they haven't allowed people to buy separate controllers, it would sound like doom and gloom, because you can't tell me they don't have any, especially if they halted production as rumored. You can't tell me they don't have any extra controllers. So anyway, I think before I go, in my last stream, I saw a small conversation. One person in particular commented on my stream and said that they pre-ordered the Pimax Crystal Lite, even though they don't have a PC. He said they're ready to take the venture into ACC in VR. So he pre-ordered a Pimax Crystal Lite, followed by planning to purchase a PC, and they were wondering, if they're missing out on anything by not having eye tracking and local dimming, being that they've never had a headset before. And I can tell you, no, you're not missing anything, in my opinion. If you plan on using the Pimax Lite strictly for sim racing, I don't think you're going to miss anything, because I think, especially in a race, you're not going to have time to worry about how deep blacks are for the local dimming. And then as far as the eye tracking goes, even if you bought a Pimax or any headset for that matter with eye tracking, it's not going to work out of the box from the standpoint that you can jump into any game and it's just going to work. It's going to still be up to the developer to implement that feature. So in the case of a sim racing game, it's basically, it would probably fall on to whether the OpenXR toolkit will support that particular game. And if it does, then what the eye tracking does is it will increase performance. So if you don't have eye tracking and you don't have local dimming, you're not missing anything. I think just the simple fact that they stripped out all the standalone stuff and made it a pure PC headset with a direct DisplayPort connection, I think that right there is, going to free up enough resources that even I think even a mid-range card should be able to run it pretty good. So hopefully that answers your question. I meant to answer that at the beginning rather than the end, but at least I was able to answer it. And I know I've been rambling on for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here so I can take my son home. And we'll see what happens when I get back. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, you all know the line. Wakanda forever. Long live the king, and deuces. We'll see you soon, everybody. Have a good one.